Hello friends, let us solve some of the more question of admission of partner. This is illustration number 6. A and B are in partnership sharing profit and losses in the proportion of 3/4 and 1/4 respectively. This is old ratio. 3/4, 1/4 is nothing but 3:1. The cash is 1000, trade receivable is 25,000, inventory is 22,000, plant and machinery is 4,000, trade payable is 12,000, bank overdraft is 15,000, A's capital is 15,000, B's capital is 10,000. On 1st April, they admitted C as a partner with following terms. C to purchase 1/3 of goodwill for rupees 2,000. So C will become 1/3 partner and provided 10,000 as capital. Goodwill not to appear in the books. So what is 2,000? 1/3 of goodwill for rupees 2,000. So 2,000 is already 1/3. You don't have to do again 1/3 to find out his share. Further profit and losses to be shared A, B and C equally. So what is the new ratio? Is 1:1:1. Plant and machinery is to be reduced by 10%. 500 is to be provided for bad debts. Inventory is to be taken as valuation of 24,940. By bringing in or withdrawing cash and capital of A and B are to be made proportionate to that of C's profit sharing basis. Set out the entries for about arrangement in the firm's journal and give the partner's capital account. So what is required from us is journal entry, partner's capital account. Now, partner's capital records a revaluation profit and loss. The answer is yes. So I will be also preparing one more account which is nothing but a revaluation account. Always I start with working note number 1, which is nothing but finding out sacrifice ratio because I need for that for goodwill. Is it all? So A and B were original partners. Old minus new is equal to sacrifice ratio. What was old ratio? 3/4, 1/4. What is new ratio? 1/3, 1/3. Start it. The LCM will be 12. 4 3s are 12, 3 4s are 12. This is 3 3s are 9 minus 4, 5 upon 12. This is 4 3s are 12, 3 4s are 12 into 4 into 3. This is 3 minus 4. Is it 3 minus 4? Yes. Is it alright? He was first getting 1/4, now he is getting 1/3. Is it right? So it will be negative 1 upon 12. So what is the ratio? Sacrifice ratio. 5:2 minus 1. Is it right? So instead of Mr. B sacrificing something because a new partner is entered, he is actually gaining something. Is it right? And you can even see from the ratio. First it was 1/4 he was sharing. Now it is 1/3 he is sharing. 1/3 he is sharing. So ultimately he is gaining something. How to deal with this ratio? That I will tell you. Is it alright? 5:2 minus 1. Set out the entries to the above arrangement in the firm's journal. That is alright. These are just balances which are given. We will be drawing two accounts. One is journal entry. I will be drawing two accounts. One is revaluation account. Another is 3-columnar partners capital account. A, B, C. A, B, C. This is partners capital account. We'll be dealing with all the points one by one. Is that all right? On 1st April, they admitted C as a partner. C to purchase 1/3 of goodwill for rupees 2,000. So what is C's share of goodwill is 2,000. C's share of goodwill is 2000. Is it all right? So let me calculate it over here. There's a C's share of goodwill is 2000. Should be borne by the partners who are gaining. Who are gaining? A and B. Actually, B is gaining A and B who are sacrificing. B is actually gaining. Is it alright? So how to distribute it is very simple. 2000 is to be distributed in the ratio of 5:-1. See how it will be distributed. 2000, total of this is 4. So 2000 divided by 4. The answer is 500. 500 into 5 is 2500. 500 into -1 is -500. Is it alright? Now, we all know the partner who is coming in, his account will be debited. Which partner is coming in? C's account debit. And what is his share of goodwill is 2000. Is it alright? The partners who are sacrificing, his accounts will be credited to A's account, and we have already calculated what should be the A's account debit as 2500. Now understand, in this case, as Mr. B is not actually sacrificing but gaining, his account will also be debited. B's account debit with how much rupees? 500. So in this calculation it was -500, so instead of crediting him we have debited him 500, and this is how, when the sacrifice ratio, one of the partner is not sacrificing but gaining, this will be the journal entry which will be passed. Now what is required from us is partners capital account, so I will be giving effect only in partners capital account. B's account debit, it is 2A 500, and C account debit is 2000. A's account credit is 2500 by B and C is 2500. Is right? This is entry for goodwill, good entry for goodwill, because the old partners, only one is sacrificing, one is actually gaining. And provide 10,000 as capital. So C will be bringing in capital. Bank account debit to C's account, he is bringing in 10,000 rupees. So we'll actually bring in 10,000 rupees. By bank, it is 10,000 rupees. Is it alright? Next. Further profit and losses are to be shared A, B and C equally. This we have already taken into consideration while finding out the sacrifice ratio. Goodwill not to appear in books of accounts, we have already done it. Plant and machinery is to be reduced by 10%. What is plant and machinery? 4,000. Reduced by 10%. Revaluation account debit to plant and machinery 400. Revaluation account debit to plant and machinery. 10% of 4,000 is nothing but 400. Revaluation account debit to plant and machinery 400. Plant and machinery will be reduced by 400, but as we are not drawing balance sheet, this is not required in this particular question. 500 is to be provided as estimate for bad debt. Trade receivables, you need to provide 500. Again, revaluation account debit to trade receivables. What was the amount? 500. We are only preparing revaluation account, no balance sheet, to trade receivable. Answer will be 500. Inventory is to be taken at a valuation of 24,940. What is inventory valuation right now? 22,000. It is to be increased. Inventory account debit to revaluation 2940. Inventory account debit to revaluation 2940. As I am drawing only revaluation account, by inventory 2940. Another effect, balance sheet will be increased by 2940 as far as inventory is concerned, but we are not drawing balance sheet. So this point is also drawn. By bringing in or withdrawing cash and capital of A and B are to be made proportionate to the C on their profit sharing basis. Alright, first let us write down anything which comes in either revaluation or in capital account. This will come in capital account. 15,000 and 10,000. What are my balances? Balance 15,000, 10,000. This were the balance. Now only one point is pending, which is this: by bringing in or withdrawing cash and capitals of A and B are to be made proportionate to that of C on their profit sharing basis. What does it mean? New capital of all the partners should be equal, because new ratio is equal. Let us see whether it is right now equal or not. No, right now it is not equal. Is it alright? So we need to make it equal and understand how we will do it. First we will be calculating revaluation profit. Now what is revaluation profit will be given to A and B. First let us find out revaluation profit as 2040. Will be shared in old P&L ratio. Is it alright? Which is 3:1. To A and B, 2040 in the ratio of 3:1. So 2040 divided by 4 multiplied by 3. 1530 to A. 2040 divided by 4 multiplied by 1, it is 510. Will be transferred to A and B by revaluation profit 1530,510. Now understand, in this question the solution which is given in the illustration is differing from us because they have brought goodwill in cash. It is nowhere written that goodwill is brought in cash by Mr. C. Is it alright? So what we have done is we have directly adjusted through capital account. We have not assumed that Mr. C has brought goodwill into cash. Is it all? But please understand, till the time you know in CA examination you know what you are doing, you will always be getting full marks. You should be answering based upon your valid assumption. There is nothing like correct answer in CA examination. If your assumption is correct, if your answer is based upon your assumption, you will be getting full marks. What is the base capital of C? It is 8,000. What is new profit sharing ratio? Is 1:1:1. The question says in this particular line, by bringing in or withdrawing cash and capital made proportionate to C on their profit sharing basis. Now what is C's closing capital? 8,000. So A and B should also be having a closing capital of 8,000. Sir, but it is not. The difference is there. Even if there is a difference, it will be withdrawn or cash will be brought in. Like 15,000, there is 17,500. Let me calculate in calculator. It is 2,500. 2,500 plus 15,000 plus 1530 is 19,030, but I require only 8,000. So A will be withdrawing 11,030 rupees. A's account debit to bank. I can pass the journal entry. A's account debit to bank 11,030 rupees. Don't go upon book answer. Book answer is also not incorrect. They have just assumed that goodwill was brought in cash. I am just assuming that goodwill was adjusted through capital accounts. It is not given in the sum. You can assume anything. Both assumptions are correct. The answer will be different, but both answers are correct. This will be balance. What is this balance? 10,510 minus 500 is 10,010 minus 8,000 is 2,010 will be withdrawn. B's account debit to bank, it will be 2010 This will be the journal entries past. This is a capital account. This point was new, that your new capital balance should be as per your P&L ratio. New capital balance, when the new balance sheet will open, all the partners are equal partners. All partners will be having equal capital, that is of 8,000 rupees. This is how to solve this type of particular questions. Let us go to next question, which is illustration number 7. A and B are partners of X and company, sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2. This is old ratio between themselves. On 31st March 2016, the balance sheet of firm was as follows. Balance sheet is given. Plant and machinery 20,000, furniture and fittings, inventory, trade receivable, cash in hand. X agrees to join the business on the following conditions from 1/4/2016. He will introduce 25,000 as his capital and pay 15,000 to the partners as a premium for goodwill for 1/3 share in future profit. The revaluation will be made. This is all revaluation. Prepare profit and loss adjustment account, capital accounts of partners, including the incoming partner X, assuming that the relative ratio of old partners will be in equal proportion. Relative ratio of old partners will be in equal proportion after admission. What does this mean? That you need to understand. So there are two partners. Third partner is admitted. Mr. X is admitted by how much share? X is admitted by 1/3 share. Is it all? So if this is 3, Mr. X is partner for 1/3. Remaining partners A and B, assuming that the relative ratio of old partners will be in equal proportion. So A and B will be, see how much is pending out of this is 3. So how much is pending is 2/3. Out of 2/3, half will be taken by A. Out of 2/3, half will be taken by B. Is it all? This is 2 divided by 6. This is also 2 divided by 6. This will become 1/3. Is it all? And you can easily understand, once X goes out of the picture, he is getting 1/3. So remaining will be distributed in equal ratio. So A and B will be also getting 1/3. So new ratio will be 1:1:1. That's right. Let me find out even sacrifice ratio. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old minus new. What was old ratio of A? 3/5 minus new ratio is 1/3. B's ratio was 2/5. New ratio is 1/3. Is it all right? This is 3 3s are 9 minus 5, 4/15. 3 2s are 6 minus 5, 1/15. Sacrifice ratio will be 4:1. Whenever the goodwill will come into picture, I will be distributing it in the ratio of 4:1. What is to be done in question? Prepare profit and loss adjustment account, capital accounts of partners. Profit and loss adjustment account is same as revaluation account. So let us draw it. Instead of revaluation account, I will be giving name profit and loss adjustment account. It is same as revaluation, but I'll be just giving name profit and loss adjustment account. I'll be also preparing partners capital account with three partners A, B and X. A, B, X, A, B, X. These are partners capital account. Plus P&L adjustment account. Start it. So let us go one by one. See, if this was a full-fledged question where I need to prepare new balance sheet, then I would have written all the balance sheet in my new working. But here I am only required to prepare revaluation and partners capital account. So out of whole balance sheet, what will appear in partners capital or revaluation is only two. Balance of A is 37, B is 28. Balance A is 37,000, B is 28,000, and now I can directly start with the question, because this all things will not appear in either capital account nor revaluation account. We will introduce 25,000 as his capital. Bank account debit to X capital by bank, and what is the amount? 25,000. And pay 15,000 to the partners as premium for goodwill for 1/3 share of future profit of the firm. Is it all right? So he is bringing, see, now it is written, he is paying rupees 50,000. So first bank account will be debited. Is it all right? Debit 15,000. This will be shared by old partners A and B. In which ratio? Sacrifice ratio. When the goodwill is brought in cash, this is the journal entry. What is the sacrifice ratio? Sacrifice ratio is given over here. It is nothing but 4:1. Is it all right? So it will be 4:1. 4:1 will be 5 3s are 12,000 and 3,000. Bank account I am not preparing. To A's capital by bank 12,000, 3,000. In bracket I can write down it is nothing but goodwill. I am assuming partners are not withdrawing this money. They are keeping it into the business, but their account is credited, so sacrificing partners are happy. Why X account is not debited? We are assuming that he is bringing in this 15,000 rupees as cash. So instead of debiting him, we are debiting bank account. Next. Revaluation of asset of the firm will be made by reducing the value of plant and machinery to 15,000. It is 20,000, so it will be reduced by 5,000 rupees. What is the journal entry passed? P&L adjustment account debit to plant and machinery 5,000 rupees. We are not preparing balance sheet, so second effect will not be giving. Inventory by 10%. It is 15,000, so it will be reduced by 1,500 to inventory 1,500. P&L adjustment account debit to inventory. Furniture and fittings by 1,000. So again it is reduced by 1,000 to furniture and fittings 1,000. P&L adjustment account debit to furniture and fittings. Provision for doubtful debt at 750 on trade receivable. P&L adjustment account debit to trade receivable will be 750 rupees. Prepare profit and loss adjustment. That is all right. Nothing else to be done. No. Everything is covered. I just need to find out loss in the old ratio. Old ratio is 3:2. Let me find out revaluation loss 5,000 plus 1,500 plus 1,000 plus 750. 8250 divided by 5 into 3 4950 8250 divided by 5 into 2 is 3300 will be debited to each partner's account. Revaluation loss, partner's capital account debit to revaluation loss. 4950 3300. This will be the journal entry past. Whatever is the balance, we will be writing it down and we will be closing down our capital. Normally I don't calculate the balance because it is just credit minus debit and you can easily find out those balances. This is how to solve this type of illustration. This was illustration number 7. Let us go to illustration number 8. Now this is an easy question. A and B are partners with a capital of 7,000 each. They admit C as a partner with 1/4 share in profit of the firm. C brings 8,000 as his share of capital. Give the necessary journal entries to record the goodwill. Is it alright? So A and B are partners with a capital of 7,000. A, B, C is admitted. What is capital of A and B? 7,000. 7,000. They admitted C as a partner with 1/4 share. So what is share of C is 1/4. C brings 8,000 as his share of capital. Now try to concentrate. Give necessary journal entries to record the goodwill. First we need to value the goodwill. Is it alright? What is C bringing in? C is having 1/4 share and he brings in 8,000 as capital. What should be the total capital then? Is 8,000 into 4 is 32,000? Is it correct? Why 32,000? Because if I am becoming 1/4 partner of something and I need to pay 8,000 for it, that means the whole of the business, say for any asset, if I want to become 1/4 partner, what is one share cost? If I want to purchase whole of the business, it will cost me how much? It will cost me 32,000. Just cross multiplication. 8,000 into 1 divided by 1/4 is nothing but multiplied by 1/4. Is it all? So it is 32,000. So if I want to become 100% owner of this business, the value is 32,000. How much share right now C is having? 8,000. So what is the total capital? 7 plus 7 14 plus 8 22,000. What should be the capital? 32,000. What is the capital? 22,000. Remaining 10,000 is a valuation of goodwill. Very important point. In one question we have already learned how to this type of valuation of goodwill, but in this case you need to understand this is how the valuation of goodwill is done. What should be the capital based upon the partner shares? What is the capital based upon the partner shares? Now this is valuation of goodwill. What is the 1/4 share? Is 2,500 is C's share of goodwill. C's account will be debited to A to B's account. In which ratio? In their sacrifice ratio. Your old ratio and new ratio is not given, so you can just write down figures over here in this manner. 2,500 and this total will be 2,500. You may assume even some ratios, is it alright? But the valuation of goodwill, this 10,000 rupees is most important part. First I did what should be the capital, then I found out what is actually the capital. Then see who are the owners, A, B, and C. How much capital they have brought in? 22,000 for a business which is valued at 32,000. So the difference of valuation is nothing but goodwill. Is it all? This is the concept of goodwill. All of you need to understand this. Always remember, whenever you find out something new which is out of your method, normal method, you should include this as one of the method of valuation of goodwill. We have done last method, that is capitalization method. What you should do is add one more method in the goodwill. Always revise all the methods when you go in your ICAI examinations. Next is ninth. Again, it is finding out journal entries and capital account. A and B are in partnership, sharing profit and losses equally. The balance sheet of A and B as on 31/12/2016 was as follows. This is their balance sheet. On 1/1/2017, they agreed to take C as 1/3 partner to increase the capital base to 1,35,000. C agrees to pay 60,000. Show the necessary journal entries and prepare partners capital account. Here I am having the space. I am preparing partners capital account of A, B, and C. I will be drawing journal entry on this side. They agreed to take C as a partner. So old ratio was 1:1. Now C is 1/3 partner. New ratio will be 1:1:1. But because if nothing is given, the remaining share is to be borne in old profit sharing ratio, which is nothing but 1:1. So new ratio is also 1:1:1. They agreed to take C as 1/3 partner to increase the capital base to 1,35,000. Now, what was the capital balance? 45,000. 45,000. C brings in 1,35,000. No, increase. They want to increase the capital base to 1,35,000. C agrees to pay 60,000. What is the journal entry? Bank account debit to C's capital 60,000. 60,000. Bank account we are not preparing. C's capital account credit side by bank 60,000. Now there is excess of 15,000. What we'll be doing for that 15,000, that we are going to understand. Now in this question, there is no value of goodwill given, there is no profit given, there is no capital base given, but we will be finding out in same method in which we have found out this. Is it okay? What is the new capital base? 1,35,000 is my new capital base. What is C as a partner? 1/3. How much capital C should bring in? C should be bringing in how much capital? 1,35,000 divided by 3 will be 45,000. 1,35,000 divided by 3 will be 45,000. Is it all? So C's share is 45,000. So let us rub this entry, even the posting of it. But he is bringing in how much rupees? Actually, he is bringing in 60,000 rupees. So remaining 15,000 is a share of C for goodwill. Please try to understand. He is bringing in 60,000. He is bringing 45,000 for capital and remaining 15,000 for goodwill. When he is bringing for capital, bank account debit to C's capital by bank is 45,000. But when he is bringing for goodwill, this will be directly given to A and B in their sacrifice ratio. And believe me, if the old ratio is 1:1, if the new ratio is 1:1:1, the sacrifice ratio will be also 1:1. So this 15,000 journal entry will be bank account debit to A, to B, 15,000, 7,500, 7,500. Bank account we are not preparing. A and B account will be credited 7,500, 7,500 by bank. Sir, journal entry for this is very simple. For this 45,000, bank account debit to C's capital. So this is how the goodwill is valued. Again, a good sum for valuation of goodwill. What I'll be doing is I will be just finding out the balances. All three balances I will be closing capital account. Sir, there is no revaluation account made. It was not necessary because there is no revaluation of assets and liability, so it was not necessary. Only two journal entries. There's one, there's two journal entries, and this whole capital account is to be prepared. And this is how you'll be solving this type of questions.